Hey hatchlings, I wanted to talk about why I don't worship dragons. This has been, unfortunately, a really controversial thing for me to do, apparently, as a dragon witch. So let's just jump into it, grab a snack, grab a drink, or a cookie, because you just found a very rare video on the internet. So I just wanted to rip the band-aid off and explain why I don't worship dragons and why I did a little bit when I was a kid, but I really didn't resonate with it moving forward. And the biggest reason is because I view my dragons as my family, and I view your dragons as my family, okay? This is what it means to be Dragonkin, okay? If you do not know what Dragonkin is, it is a type of community of alter-human identities, people who believe that on all levels except physical, they are a dragon. So I do believe that I am human, like physically, right? This little body here is a human body, but I believe that I am the kin type of a dragon, or have the solar spirit of a dragon. And this is kind of a controversial belief to have. If you want to learn more about theories and otherkin, I recommend watching Anthony Padilla's I Spent a Day with Otherkin video. I'm featured in it as the representative for Dragonkin, totally an honor. But I do recommend checking him out because he has a really good video covering it and a bunch of different types of kin types, as well as beliefs around that particular like lifestyle and identity. And for me, like, I don't understand how I can worship like my mom, right? Or like, I don't understand how I could like worship my family. It doesn't make sense to me, right? Like, a lot of people see themselves as like human, and then the dragons are like above them, and that's great. That is totally fine. I do not believe that, okay? Like, I am entitled to my religious beliefs, okay? And in my personal practice, like, I am not here claiming like I am the truth, or I have the one true belief of how to work with dragons, or you have to work with dragons the way that I do, or none of that. Like, my channel is literally just a place for me to document my own personal journey with spirituality and religion and magic and dragons and God, and it's always been that way, okay? So that's why I just really wanted to jump on here and say, hey, like, I don't worship dragons because it feels weird to bow down to my family. I know that might be a very strange take, but it's just the genuine truth. And I feel like a fish out of water talking about this because, you know, Tiamat isn't even a dragon, by the way. Like, we're doing a really big deep dive episode on that. We're just making sure that all of our resources are compiled properly before we drop the video, but yeah, spoiler alert, Tiamat's not a dragon, and we'll talk about it soon. And it's absolutely devastated me as somebody who identifies with Tiamat being her matron goddess, but Allahu Akbar, I guess Allah didn't want me to even be touching that, so got the reveal of a century here. Her being a dragon is a political statement. I am getting so off topic here. The point is that, like, I don't worship dragons fundamentally because they are my kin, right? Like, the same way that I don't understand human beings who worship other human beings, right? So like, anybody who's like worshiping Jesus fundamentally confuses my brain, because I'm like, that was a man who needed to go to the bathroom, and you are a man or a woman who needs to go to the bathroom. Why are you worshiping another one of yourself? Like, fundamentally, the logic, my brain just, boom, it doesn't make sense, bestie. It just, I'm confused, Pookie. Okay, so that's why I don't worship dragons mostly. Number two, there is no real, like, general way to like worship dragons that is like traditional and like ancient, okay? Like, I could argue, yes, Taoism would probably fit that definition, and while I love that, it's not 100% just dragons, okay? I am the dragon girl on the internet, okay? So I am like, if it's not 100% dragons, I'm not gonna mess with it. Like, at least that was me when I was younger, right? But I was also like born and raised Mormon, okay? Fun fact, it used to be a huge a huge Jesus girly, okay? I was like, Jesus is king when I was a whole 5 years old, okay? Mormonism broke my heart. Yeah, really badly. It broke my soul too, yeah. Really messed with my relationship with polygamy. I also think polygamy is just genuinely abusive. What is this video? Anyway, I just let me reel it back in, okay? We're gonna go fishing and then we're gonna reel it back in, okay? I couldn't take myself seriously the more that I grew up trying to like worship dragons or interact with dragons in like a worship sense. I was like devoted to dragons, right? So I had like daily devotionals I did with certain dragons, like the elemental dragons from DJ Conway books. Regret using those dragons for the majority of my teenage years, but I digress. The point is that there was an element of like devotion in my practice, right? With my daily devotional that I did with the 4 elemental dragon guardians, as well as god and goddesses dragons back then. And by back then, I mean like 2013, 2014, 2015 and earlier, okay? Like pre-YouTube channel too, because I was like Wiccan before I started this channel. I just started this channel after I became Wiccan because I wanted to document that experience and see if magic was real and share that journey and all of that. If you want to see that, just go to my channel and click videos and then click oldest and just have fun watching me grow up on the internet. It's a crazy wild ride of a time. But fundamentally, I am the dragons, not devoted to them, not worshiping them, right? This is just the perspective I have as Dragonkin, right? So if you're not Dragonkin, you probably won't understand what I'm saying, which is nothing new in my world. Most people do not know anything of what I talk about, which is why I have this channel for my own mental health, okay? Because I personally, I feel so bonded to the dragons in the sense that we are companions, right? It is a sense of, like I said, kinship, you know what I mean? Where like, when I think of like God or worship, I think of something so far above me that I can barely even reach it. They have to reach me. Does that make sense? So this is why I view, you know, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as like the one God, right? This is why I'm monotheistic and Muslim, because I bow down to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and any of the like dragons that I work with or deities that I work with, I don't view them in like a spiritual sense. I view them in an archetypal sense now. Very controversial, unfortunately, here we go again. But it's just like my craft has evolved with me as I do, because that's what my spiritual practice has always been. It's been something to help me survive this world and help me survive the horrible things that I've been through. And now I'm at a place of great peace, and I'm at a place of prosperity. I'm at a place of power in the first time in my life, you know, like I'm very grounded, I'm doing very well, and every day I'm doing better. And that's the most exciting part of where I'm at in my life, actually, is that every single day I'm getting better and I'm having more beautiful experiences. And especially the more that I study my faith, you know, with Islam, like I'm like so close to being like grammatically fluent in reading like and reciting like Arabic. I'm so excited to share that with you guys. And I wouldn't have got that from worshiping dragons. And I genuinely mean no disrespect to people who do worship dragons. I just like want to ask, like, are you okay? In the sense of like, does it ground you, right? Because like I don't worship dragons, so I'm just like asking you genuinely, right? Like passing the question off to you. If you do worship dragons, tell me in the comments, what does that look like for you? First of all, what dragons do you worship and why? And does worshiping dragons bring you calm, or Are you questioning constantly if it's the right thing to do? Do you practice like a historical or traditional form of dragon worship, or do you create your own version? Please let me know in the comments, because that would be super amazing to know. I find that stuff so fascinating, which again is also why I wanted to make this video, because like my channel is really truly a place for anybody of any faith and any religion to come and share their perspective and learn about mine. Hopefully it's a new perspective for you that, you know, makes you question reality and makes you contemplate the possibilities. And that is pretty much all I show up on this channel for these days. And also the hatchlings, because hello, you guys are the shit, Sherlock, okay? So I don't know what everybody else be saying these days, but I can certainly promise you it is nothing that I'm doing. That's one thing that has always been fundamental in my craft, is carving out my own way. Yeah, so we're about to prove it in a very drastic way. This video is very random because I should be in bed but I couldn't sleep, and just felt inspired to make some videos. So that's usually how things go on my channel. So if you like that, and if you like dragons, and if you like religion around the world, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you are new here, assalamu alaikum, merry meet, and welcome back to your daily dose of DragonFaether. My name is Azura DragonFaether, the Draconic Priestess, and I've been working with dragons since the 90s, been practicing witchcraft for way too long, and somewhere along the way Allah found me and I'm Muslim now. So what a wild ride my life is, but merry meet and welcome. I hope that you enjoy your time here. Make sure that you're nice or I'm going to block you. People are way too mean these days, okay? And please stop having an opinion on my life. You guys are weirdos. Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful night, but until next time, stay geeky, cheeky, and freaky! Little hatchlings. It gets weirder every time, that outro. It really does. Really, really does. And don't forget to join the Hatchling Clan Discord server if you want to chat about dragons with me for hours. I need more dragon friends. We always need more dragon enthusiasts. Why? Because dragons are cooler than you, okay? I don't make the rules. Anyway, have a wonderful evening. But Allah Hafiz, blessed be, and I mean, please follow me because everybody's lost, including me.
We'll see you back next time for your DDLDF, and like, comment, subscribe for your DDLDF. And if you didn't get enough, make sure to check down below to see what I'm up to and be in the know. So stay geeky and cheeky and freaky, little hatchlings.